It is a chilly day here. I think it's like a high of 29. It's been a while since I've been out in the garden since we were preparing for Thanksgiving. Just wanted to give you all a view of the greens. They are dying or dead. Those were the collards. And it looks like the frost has pretty well got those. These are turnips here. And turnips and collards can pretty well survive some of the cold weather, but since it's been cold consecutive days, they can't really survive. These are the broadleaf, and as you can see, they are gone. Looks sad. My brother and I were gonna have to get out here and start doing some cleanup, get the cages down for the tomatoes, and get ready for the next garden 2025. I'm thinking of planting some garlic, and I think he's going to plant some carrots for next year. But when we get ready to clean up the garden, we'll videotape and talk about what we're planning on doing for 2025 garden wise. We finally hit 500 subscribers. Thank you all so much. All of you who have subscribed, liked, and shared our channel. We really appreciate all of you. Happy holidays. Be blessed. I see Jeffrey has a few bags of leaves. He's going to use that to put over the garden. He said it helps to fertilize it. I know my neighbors, when they break up their leaves, I got them from them last year, and we put on the garden as well. I want to give you all a view of these greens over here. These were all turnip. As you can see, what we didn't pick is dead. The brown areas right there is where we picked, all through there. But this cold weather that we have had has finally, I do believe, killed these. So we're going to start planning for our garden in 2025. I can't remember what he said he wanted to plant here where we've had the turnip greens. We were going to do some work out in the garden today, but the rain has beat us. Here's another area where we had mustard and turnip. It's kind of sad to see the season finally come to an end, and in a way it's kind of a happy time too, because it's so much work. But we were actually going to tear down the cages and get the stakes up, but like I said, the rain came in, and so we're going to have to wait for another day before we can do this. There's my brother up there. Yeah, some of the turnips do look pretty good, but as I stated earlier, the consecutive cold days kind of pretty well killed those. He said the collards will come back after the cold weather. It's going to warm up this week anyway, isn't it? He pulled up a turnip a few minutes ago, and I thought I hit record, but I didn't. But here's another one. Let me zoom in. Okay. It's going to pull this turnip up. Wow, that's a nice one. Yeah. He eats turnips. I don't eat turnips. But in this section here where he has turnip greens, next year for 2025, he's going to plant potatoes, both sweet potatoes and white potatoes.
Just probably white potatoes.
Just the white potatoes. And what about the other sections? What are you thinking of planting? Or you haven't thought?
Green beans. We're gonna have tomatoes.
Oh,
it's gonna be
okay.
all tomatoes over there. Like to alternate the crops that you plant. You rotate them.
Okay.
Let me show my compost.
He's got a compost pile he wants to show that he's starting.
The collards will bounce back, but when they get that cold on them, I don't know why they do it, but they turn purple.
If anybody knows why collards turn purple when it gets real cold, leave us a comment.
And people actually say we've had a good hard frost. That usually after a good hard frost, the greens are sweeter, or they taste better.
Yeah, that's what Uncle Ubby said, isn't it? Okay, here is where we had green beans, and next year he's going to plant, or we're going to plant tomatoes.
It's gonna be tomatoes here.
Have we had tomatoes here before?
Yeah, a long time ago. That's some of my compost from where we smoked, my charcoal. Then I've got eggs, and eggshells, sweet potatoes, basically all my food scrappings from inside my house. And normally I use leaves, but I don't know if I'm gonna have too many leaves this year.
Yeah, I don't know. I haven't seen my neighbors raking them up. I think he's just been mulching them and then bagging them and throwing them out.
Did you get a good one of the charcoal?
Yeah, I got the charcoal. Is that all that was there?
What?
Charcoal.
No, that's some more. I'll put it there. Put it somewhere else.
Oh, we put it somewhere else too. This is where we had broadleaf. And as you can see, I've stated in the other videos, broadleaf do not tolerate the cold weather. So there's some of them, like this is a nice one right here. But what can you do with one green? Okay. Oops, Oreo. Well, we were going to do some work today, but unfortunately the rain and the wind beat us to it. So we're going to hold off for probably another few days, maybe a week before we can come out here and do anything. But we just want to thank everyone for helping us achieve 500 subscribers. We're going to keep bringing you content. If there's anything that you want to hear from us or want to know from us, please leave us comments and we will answer all the comments that you send in for us. Thank you so much for subscribing, for liking and sharing, and we'll continue to bring you content for the rest of 2024 and looking forward to 2025. Be blessed. Oh, he has one more thing to say.
So basically where I turnips, basically where every green was, it'd be a different green next year because different greens take different things out of the soil. So we want to keep it switched up. And it also cuts down on the pest. The pests get confused of where they ate at from last year when they go searching.
Oh, okay. Siblings A&J Gardening. Be blessed.
This will just be all tomatoes next year. Nothing else. Just tomatoes, you know.
Well, I haven't decided how many tomato plants I'm going to plant, though.
Well, cut it back then. This is just going to be tomatoes and peppers.
Okay.
So
that's just Oreo. That's his cat, Oreo.
One row of tomatoes just straight down the middle and one row of hot peppers and green peppers.
What kind of bush is that? Huh.
Something's been right here.
He bought a mulcher. He wants to show me, so I thought I'd bring you all along. Or a compost, sorry.
Ready?
Yeah.
Although it's a small one, I mean, it's a start. So basically a lot of my table scraps, a lot of my green table scraps, I put it here back early fall. You put your green scraps in first, and then you come with your brown, which is paper. You come with paper or whatnot, or leaves.
I'm not scared of mice and all that stuff.
How's it gonna get in there? And I also use worm castings. So when I get it mulched up good, I've got a trash can where I'm gonna store it at. And spread it throughout the garden. Like it says, basically all table scraps and worm castings.
And how long will it take to decompose?
I don't know. It's a good question. It was full, but it just eventually breaks down.
Oh, okay.
As you can see.
Yeah. Okay.